And welcome back to Let's Play Divinity. With me, Demonox. When we last left off, we went down into a tomb, killed some caretaker guy, stole some stuff, learned to be a shrub. Now we're gonna go and talk to these guys when we finish looting everything around him. Empty. Empty. Got a branch. Find a weapon. When all else fails, and you have no more things made of metal to hit people with, use a branch. Okay, so to you guys.
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horde in sight, you know.
You two are drunk.
Just hold your tongue with you, bibbiers. Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Scythiel.
So, you're sorcerers, aren't
Yeah.
you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a two-bedroom birdcage. They don't prove a thing.
I'm gonna knock you senseless.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or another.
You two are completely and utterly.
The wizard, you say? Sounds good to me. Lead the way.
Agreed. The wizard's bound to know more than what's going on out here. Excuse me, I'm not going to be pushed around by two inebriates.
Excuse me? I'm not going to be pushed around by two inebriates. I say we sober them up, and quickly too.
No. Killing
Okay.
these men may anger the entire city.
You'd let these lowly grunts order us around?
Wow.
I thought you had more pride than that.
It's a rock, paper, scissors. I might just reload just for the sake of it, because I didn't know this was going to happen. Wow, this computer's very good at this.
Very well, have it your way.
You defy the Legion, will you? The
I didn't mean to start this fight. Oh, let's backtrack here. I didn't mean to start a fight. I think I just want the books on the floor nearby. Maybe now those chests will have something in them. You know, we could have taken them. I know we could have taken them, but they wasn't really here to have a fight with the Legion. That's beside the point. Well, just be nice, okay? Well, not all mortals can handle us. You say so, be next later.
Hold it right there, orc scum!
Calm down.
Just hold your tongue with you, bibbiers. We're legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, for they've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we stand firm. We of the Legion, liberators of Riverlon.
Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old chum?
Shh! Just pipe down, will you, bibbiers?
Ever cat them watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored
Yeah.
stiff. Boredom's a demon, buddy, and booze is the demon hunter. There. I do declare it's time for this hunter to take another shot. Huzzah!
Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that. For that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for one another's throat. And separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is.
Best way to calm a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Spay for pay. Legion's motto.
Uh-huh.
Just put a sock in it, will you, Bidius?
So, your sort?
You know what?
The wizard, you say?
Agreed. A
think
wizard is
the
bound
more
to
or
know
less,
more about what
argumentative
is going on
route.
around here.
Captain, come along. We're not far.
I mean, it has to kill him, so. What? Well, if we'd have fought, we'd have killed you. Crafting and cooking. Christ, I picked up a lot of stuff. Crafting and cooking with Maridado. A guide for urban and feral bachelors. Part 1, the Bachelor's Guide to Crafting. Because girls will put ribbons and bows on your club and axes, Maridano, the unknowing. Whether you're lost in a metropolis or the untrodden wilds, a proper bachelor can craft all he needs to survive from an orc ambush or a singles ball. Let's have a look at some of Maridano's classics. A good arrow starts with its shaft. You can make your own arrow shafts out of any tree branch, all it takes is a knife. Then create your own special arrowheads to really surprise the enemy. But we'll leave that for another chapter. If you think a dagger takes you up too close and personal to the ugly enemy's face, try sticking it in the end of the tree branch so you can poke him from a bit of distance.
The drink are getting the better of me.
If you're not the stabby type, glue 2 branches together and you've got yourself a staff.
You're afraid. You should have enough liquid courage in your system by now that you're ready to face an army.
Huh. Part 2. The Bachelor's Guide to Cooking. Plus girls' dishes that take ages and come with too many vegetables. Maradino. The all-pat perceiving. Prepare for yourself the most versatile dish around, one that I have dubbed the Sicilian pie. All you need is a wheel of dough and whatever topping takes your fancy. Flesh, fish, or those funny mushrooms. Yours is the choice. Urban Bachelor, prepare your pie and slide it in the oven. Feral Bachelors, prepare your pie and heat it over the low fire. You can't go amiss with a Sicilian pie, the ultimate bachelor's sustenance. The delicious smell may attract hungry, savage creatures. Maradino cannot be held responsible for the death of a pie-baking feral bachelors. Here are some of Maradino's favourites. First off, prepare your dough. All it takes a little is some flour and water. This is your base ingredient for bread, but you can turn it into cheese bread dough with cheese, or Sicilian pie dough with fish. Or even pizza with pizza sauce. To make pizza sauce, just squash a tomato with a hammer, for all I care. Haha! Hey. And there's stuff there, that's how you do your stuff. Mushrooms. God, I am just probably getting looted up to the hill. Got a broom, some gold, and a pair of drunk guards. So anyway, let's head off. We got some stuff to do. Oh.
What the hell's happening down there? Orcs! Bloody orcs! Come, let's go back to the bridge. Let the source hunters handle their big brutes.
Lovely day for a swig and a song. Fare thee well.
Cowards. Right, we got some weapons. Go check my inventory a second here. One-handed, I'm better. Bell, do you have any preemptive battle things I can use? No. These guys are automatic, they don't. Ah, I suppose you have. You're flanked if you get behind them, or the side of them. We leveled up! But you know what's really funny? Not speaking sneaky tail, sorry, that's one button. Don't worry, we can take them! Let's see, intelligence is a wizard's thing, so... Let's do that. Wait, what? Did you just like... Hold on, are you bolstering your powers in the middle of a fight? No. Let's see, hydrophysics, geomancer, scoundrel, pyrotechnic, witchcraft. Let's say save our point there. Blink ability, he's leveling up in the middle of a fight. Told you I'm not. Incoming. I should have set fire to it. On the plus side, they're slowed. It'll cost them way more movement points to get around anyway. Betting is though is like you bet. I can do this and go, hey, guess what? I want more strength. You can't just do that in the middle of a fight, can you? If they can. Again, I will save my points so I can throw some stuff. You got nasty deeds. I feel like lockpicking, but if I get a skill in, so when it has that skill, all the better. I may have set fire to him by accident.
May this divine gift lead us to triumph.
We don't have any heal spells. I could put rain. Fireball, that works. I'm gonna save because it's those points. See, they won't purposely run into here if they can help it. You're gonna take a stop stage. I can hit him with 6.
Face the unending darkness.
Bang! Nice. Your bell has more points, so we can move here.
Face the unending darkness.
Excellent, that killed off the mage. So in a computer, if it's not in the flames already, they will skirt around it to try and find the attack target. Attack target. Ah, we lost one. Oh. Yeah, the moment has to be next to them to heal them. Oh, I got hit. Oh, okay, again. And it will red out anything you can't use. So if you got a spell you can't use because you're out of points, then it'll black them out for you. Don't. which is a good thing. I can't hit him, he's got too far away. However, I get close enough, he won't be able to shoot me. It actually gets worse the closer I get. And I got long range. That's the problem with archers. When you get to a certain range, they actually drops like a rock. Sorry about the guy we killed. Mine.
Did you
that
see
joker
that?
leading those orcs?
Those orcs
Damn
had a
traitor.
human commander.
Where are
How
Bibius and
very
Junius?
curious.
Didn't they hear
And
the
how
fight?
very disquieting.
They heard the fight, they legged it. On the plus side, we actually managed to save a lot of them. Which is good. We actually saved more humans. I actually played the ones, I lost a good chunk of them.
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
There we go. I might not read all the sorcerer books, it's going to take a long time. Go for the dead. By the way, if they die in the middle of the fight, they just says the troopers. They'll drop any loot they have nearby.
Oi! The Source Hunter! Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to Sicil, comrade. And good luck. Beats me what
Well, that was a good
madness
thing.
came over that dog. A man among orcs. It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer.
They weren't all evil, you know.
Whatever the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Sicil?
Yeah, but anyway, what happened there,
It's
mate?
these orcs, now that they have bees in their bonnets about God only knows, we need every hand we can get. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbor to the west of here. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
That ship needs attention and fast, or she's as good as sunk. Got any special source hunter tricks to make a blue sky turn to rain clouds?
Yes. I do, actually. There, empty. That's a young orc trooper. Empty corpse. Ash. Hi. The cat here.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel.
Hello, Ahu.
Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil.
Either that or the Legion have stopped being drunk.
You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city.
I was summoned by a cat.
So you were, and so you weren't. Behold! There we are. Meet my other half, Hunter.
Oh, nice.
Ha ha! No need to look so
That's a handy
flabbergasted.
trick.
I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one.
Okay,
So,
continue, mate.
now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder.
Yes, tell me more about the murder.
It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead.
Okay.
Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to
great.
have a peek.
What about the councillor?
So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed. But to be frank, I have my doubts.
Oh, yeah.
She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink.
I see.
Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter.
Life
It
did
may
it.
be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
Okay. Is there something else I'd like to discuss?
A human, you say?
Yeah.
Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack.
Alright, it's true, mate. I just watched them.
And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts.
Oh, yeah.
A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays.
Yeah, it's the times, I'm
I
afraid.
don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand.
What exactly is the trouble you're having with the undead?
Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And
Well, that's
for
a long
2
time.
years, the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed.
Wow.
The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistary, they'd have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide?
I don't know.
Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct.
Yes.
The Orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this
Eat a
city's
little cat
already
bones.
choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating. We've cordoned off the western beach where most Orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here.
I don't know. Orcs looking for treasure.
There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools.
And what about that cat trick of
Oh,
yours?
but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise?
Well, it's gotta be better than some of the other things.
Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate.
I'm gonna take your word for it, mate. I can't
To be
transform.
out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill.
Oh, I bet I could. It's like hunting sorcerers.
But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of 2 worlds.
I bet you have.
I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want.
Okay, I will do.
I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters.
You have revival scrolls.
Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil.
Okay, I shall do.
And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Yes. Wow.
Undead. Orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go and see that Aureus chap Arhu mentioned?
Okay, let's look around over there. Sounds cool. But yes, here we are in Sicil. I had to look there. That was showing me I had to look. Now, they did say something about a ship burning in the harbour. Oh no! Oh no! Rebel! got 900 for that. Let's save the ship. Oh, the treasure chest. Let's go for it. It's only a...
Really? The greatest warriors in Riverlon can't cross a rope?
No, apparently not. And that is a joke. And a half. It's an old joke that is something, such a simple thing like crossing a rope is impossible for us. Didn't save that ship.
Sailor, what news from the mainland?
Oh, nothing new, sir. Zombies, skeletons, you know the story.
Yeah, yes, lots of those. They're everywhere, you know. We'll most likely have business down here. In fact, we have business in a lot of areas.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for a joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the power plant.
We're just gonna loot everything. We have pet talk. We can talk to animals everywhere. There's an old wayport there. There's actually a lot to do in here. I mean, seriously, the number of side quests and things you can get from this town are ridiculous. Yes, we are sneaking all the fish, so relax. I call it hero tax. And good town folk should give plenty of hero tax at all times. I do actually end up selling half the stuff I pick up, to be honest. That's fine by me, we got lots of tax. Tax. Yeah, I can actually use fishing hooks lines to go fishing. It is a thing in this game, you can go fishing. Excellent, resurrection scrolls. Of all the things you can have, the resurrection scroll is by far the most useful. There's one of the ways is to pick up and throw them. Oh, well, I need to give it that barrel because that ball barrel's going to be a ton. But yes, there's a lot to pick up and a lot to do in this place. I mean, seriously, you could be here for ages. We also need to pick up a rogue at some point. I heard you can actually do your own adventure type stuff in this place. Smoke is very handy when you've got ranged fighters. You throw smoke down and it forces them to come into a smoke. Wow, I found an arrow on there? Who the hell hung up a fire arrow? I found there's another spot right to where we can go all the way to Trungle Beach now. We can return back to the beach with the click of the button.
Well, tuck my
Hello,
tail
Bill.
and call me Bessie. A 2 feet addressing me directly? Huh, I thought I'd never see the day. Oh, me and my brother Bull have dragged this here cart all around Sightseal, from dock to graveyard and back again.
Wow, really?
Speaking of Bull, you ought to say hello to him. He's clairvoyant, you know. Can tell you fortune to the T.
Sure, let's talk to him.
I'm seeing 2 feet approaching me, and here you are. My
Okay.
astound even me.
If you say so.
I'm Bull, the leading clairvoyant in Seal. The 2 feet never bother to ask, but I see all that is and is to be.
Alright then, tell me my future.
Of course, most winsome 2 feet. Of course. What would you like to know? Why, yes, most wealthy indeed. But you must be vigilant, 2 feet.
Oh yeah.
For I see that your wealth will come by bloody means.
Excellent. Kill everybody and steal the money. Gotcha.
Well, that depends, 2 feet. That depends. I see that love has caused you to falter in the past. Yes, falter dearly. You must reconcile your mistakes before you will find true love.
How will I die?
Death. Ever the most difficult topic to foretell. I see. Oh dear. No. No. Your reading is over, dear. Over.
Okay, that Bull got rather freaked out. I don't think he liked what he saw.
Good on you. Please, boss men, respect.
I like the fact that you don't actually have a transitions page. You just literally walk in and out buildings. Unless you actually go into like a dungeon with a specific map, you don't transition.
Nonsense. Listen. She's purring, the darling.
What fool would trust a 2-bit love potion out of a back-page circular from youthful gore?
I don't think this is the potion working.
Who better than a proven orc crusher to
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be.
Yeah.
But this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants... My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes.
I don't think she likes you that way.
Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me,
I don't think that's a good thing.
Enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Orc females are very much as strong as battle-hardened as the rest of them.
I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, you see. He'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shake...
Yeah. Let her live. That potion was truly worthless. I wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. But I don't think that love potion is going to last forever, and when it wears off...
She's got to be put down. If this love potion is as dodgy as it sounds, she could come to her vicious senses at any time.
Let's see what comes of it.
What's the point in causing more pain in this beleaguered city? Question her and see what comes of it.
You must realize that if this orc gets loose in the city, we're the ones who'll have to put her down and deal with the bloody aftermath.
Don't you want to see whether or not this experiment proves successful? A
No.
real working love potion? Think of the possibilities.
Damn. His charm's higher than my reason.
This place reeks of orc stench.
You just keep doing that, mate. I'll win this reason.
One day, Moira.
Come on.
One day
Come on.
you'll
Oh,
show
damn it.
them all.
I win. Hey, I won.
No, we'll do as I say.
Glad to hear I'm not the only one with common sense around here.
No! She's harmless! Please! You bastard! You had no right!
No right to protect not only you from your own stupidity, but myself and the citizens of
Yep.
Seal as well.
It's you we need protection from, murderer. Fortunately, the wizards of Youthful Gore make a revenge elixir that will show you what's what.
Go ahead and throw your sugar water on me if you like. Your foolishness is no longer my problem. Thank you, stranger.
Yes.
If you ever need help, I'll do my best to repay you.
Yeah, she's charmed, but the problem is the charm spell won't last forever, and you know the sheer fact she was going to try and kill you before doesn't mean she'll suddenly go, "Hey, guess what? I'm not going to kill you anymore." Cool. But yes, that's it's episode. So when we come back, we shall have to go and deal with the guy up in north, the commander, so we can get ourselves access to the crime scene. So until then, folks, I'll catch you all later. See ya!